I think what's important is we learn and we become stronger. Parang JCI, di ba? You make mistakes in projects and you become a better person.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our first episode. I am Job Esquivias, and I'm excited to be here for our new series called Tuesday Sessions, where we invite esteemed guests from different industries, where they will talk about interesting topics we think everyone would enjoy. So I hope you guys stick around because our first guest is none other than Philip John Fetalvero, also known as Press Johnny. He's the 2016 JCI Manila Senate President. Good evening, Press Johnny.
Hey, Press Job. It's been a while. I haven't seen you for quite some time.
It's been a long time.
The last time we were together is it Cagayan de Oro?
Yes.
Yeah, we had a training
Yeah,
there.
I was your apprentice.
You were my...
I was your assistant.
Actually, yeah, we were working together. Yeah.
Assistant. Yeah, good to see you, Press Johnny.
Good to see you.
It's been a long time. All right, so Press Johnny, you are here to talk about love and relationships. Yes. And to our audience, who knows, you might learn a thing or two about the topic tonight from our guest and his experiences. So, Press Johnny, before we start really officially, can you tell us more about yourself and what you have been doing lately?
Oh, well, the pandemic has kept me busy with the family. At the same time, I had to balance my time at work. I currently handle the car dealerships of the Yuchenko Group, which is the Honda dealers, the Isuzu dealers, and the Geely dealers. We have a new brand.
All right. We know that you are really handling Honda, but also Isuzu and Geely.
Geely now, yes.
Since
my new
when?
assignment.
Oh, new assignment. Since when was
2019.
That? Oh, 2019.
And then the pandemic hit.
The pandemic hit, yes.
So I had a baptism of fire.
Oh, wow.
But what's really exciting is I'm entering the 23rd year of my marriage.
Wow.
For 23 years. My son is about to graduate college. So, new stage, lots of challenges, and, wonderful experiences.
I'm
Pandemic.
sure.
Yeah.
23 years.
Yes.
With?
Alma.
Of course.
Married.
Yes.
5 years of courtship, yes.
Since you've already brought Alma to our conversation.
Yes.
How are things now with First Lady Alma?
Oh, yeah. Well, marriages go through different stages, diba? So, there's the honeymoon stage, then you go to the trial stage.
Yeah.
And there's the learning stage. We made lots of mistakes, but I think what's important is we learn and we become stronger. Parang JCI, diba? You make mistakes in projects and you become a better person. So
yung honeymoon stage na yan, gaano katagal ba yan usually? How long is the honeymoon stage?
It depends. Well, I think in my part, probably 5-6 years thereabouts.
Wow.
Kids are young and ganon. And then you go through rough times kasi there's so many factors.
Yeah.
Work, JCI came in. so
I'm sure. I'm going to go there later. But
so that part too. So lots of challenges. And but overall, it was a great experience. And we continue to, sabi nga nila, write our book, our story.
Yeah, and we all know that your relationship with Alma is really inspirational to all of us. Okay. Really. In JCI Manila, we know you and Alma to be, the personification of love in relationship. What is an ideal relationship, Press Johnny?
But just to correct you, you're seeing the screensaver.
Okay.
But before we arrived at that time, so there's so many struggles, challenges.
I'm sure.
But it's good. And to your question about an ideal relationship.
Yes.
I would say, sometime in 2013, I was going through a rough time at work.
All right.
It was so bad that I had to face audit. There were lots of there was an investigation. I had to take time off from work.
Oh wow!
And that was when I realized that Alma, my wife then, was really a real partner in the sense that she provided
A
stability
real
for me,
partner.
encouraged me, and it was like she made it the best time of my life.
Wow.
Of course, through through prayers and guidance also. So, and I would say, uh, if you see your relationship becoming joyful, I mean not happy. Happy. I learned is always based on a condition, di ba?
Wow.
If your wife is always cooking for you, if your wife is always smiling at you, you're happy, di ba? It's based on a condition. But if it's on a joyful
Joy.
stage,
Yeah.
even if your wife is masungit, your wife is moody, you do not understand what your wife is doing, galit sa'yo for small things, but you are still joyful inside. You're assured that, kilala ko na to, after a while, it should be okay.
Wow.
I think, uh, to me, that would define a great relationship.
An
Your wife
ideal.
becomes your friend already. And kahit anong mood niya or whatever, you're strong enough to withstand any storm that comes.
And the delineation between the difference between joy and happiness.
Yes, yeah. I think that. I learned that. I didn't build it. I just learned it from others as well. So,
Yeah. Sige, we learned about this, the ideal part of it, no? But can you tell us more about, ano naman, what are the problems or things that you can't
okay.
stand with Alma or your
Yeah, I
partner, no?
I think the best example was when I joined JCI. Okay, it was in.
Oh no, that's where it
I
came
think a lot
about.
of people can relate here. 2001, I joined. Alma was pregnant with our firstborn, who I named JC.
Yes, JC,
Just-
of course.
Just 9 months, I had to go to at the time it's called the leadership orientation or something. So it was a recruitment meeting.
Yeah.
And after that, there were meetings for the Baby JC project.
A lot
and,
of meetings.
And Alma was
I'm
always,
sure.
what? I'm about to give birth anytime and you're going to
Oh,
these
wow.
meetings. So in fact, in one time, I had to bring her with me. She had to wait in the parking lot. It was a meeting in Starbucks. And the whole time saying, oh no, my wife's there. She was probably galit na to sa akin pagbalik ko. So I said, I gotta get her this mocha frap. It's the first time I tasted mocha frap. Itong JCI ko ano man naturo sa akin. I bought her.
Starbucks.
When I gave it to her, oh wow, she fell in love with the mocha frap. Hindi na siya galit sa akin. And every time I had meetings, you bring mocha frap.
Every time, no?
Yeah. So yun. So I guess she felt that I was thinking of her. Hindi ko
Yeah.
siya,
Even when you were
even
away.
I was there. So
Yeah.
that comforted her a bit. That helped me. So that's the one. Time. Oh, time at work. So I had time at JCI, time at work.
Yeah,
So
like after work,
yeah,
then
so
there's JC time, right?
I would go home to what married people would call silent nights, silent treatment. Di ka kakausapin.
Yeah.
You're in bed. Oh,
Yeah. I hope you feel this. Huh?
Oh yeah. So and you ask yourself, I work so hard. There's so much stress in the office, and then I arrive, it's like this. But then I learned na your wife is a human being after all. She's
Of course.
She's still a creature of emotion, di ba? And when I had time off at work, remember the time there was a case at started also home, nakita ko how busy she was at home.
Right.
And I thought I was busy and she was just at home. Yun pala, she'd clean, she'd make sure, even though we had a cook,
Everything is in order,
everything
yeah.
in order. Kung may kulang, she'd buy it. And the kids, I didn't realize the kids would take up so much time. So when I put appreciation there, it started to lessen her, her tampo sa akin. Kasi
Yeah.
she would always feel it's work, JCI, and then siya. so I had to reverse it. No, I had to make her feel that she'd be important. So if there were opportunities, let's say there were trips at JCI.
Oh yeah, we have a
I
lot
would
of
say,
trips, I'm sure.
Hey, you wanna go abroad? Oh, sige. And then she finds out it's JCI pala. So I just make sure, I'll just attend.
Yeah,
but
so it's
put
really a
more
balancing
time.
act.
You just really have to balance
Yeah.
a lot of things. So, but yeah, that one, time, giving attention.
Yeah.
That was a struggle
Yeah,
for me.
I think it's really a part of ensuring that the relationship is
Yes.
full of love and attention, no?
That's true.
And it's a balancing act. But you mentioned a lot about JCI, but what about in the other areas of your life? How do you ensure that no conflicts would arise, no, with Alma?
Okay, I make sure if we have, like at work, there's lots of team buildings, out of town conferences. I make sure I bring her with me.
Yeah,
If I need to
I
book
think
a
that's,
separate hotel, I would
you
do
would.
that. Yeah. Kasi parang it becomes time off din sa kanya. But I just tell her, look, you can go around, go with the kids.
Yung
Basta pag
inclusivity,
break time,
yeah.
pupuntahan ko siya.
when it's possible.
When it's possible.
When it's
And
possible.
so far, actually, if you think about it, you can make it happen if you want it to happen. So
Yeah.
you just have to find ways. So yeah,
Finding ways, balancing,
You have to find
knowing,
ways.
letting her know that you think of
Yes.
her. No, yung mocha frap. I think it's a simple gesture, but it goes a long. It went a long way.
I know. That,
No?
that
Kasi,
went a long way.
like when you're going home, you
May dala
naalala
ka.
mo siya. May dala ka.
But I had challenge back then. If the meetings was in Manila, it took me 1 hour and a half to go home. It would melt.
Oh,
So there was even one time I had to bring a cooler, put ice over it. But she transitioned from there to milk tea to buko juice. So medyo hindi na ganun kahirap.
iba-iba naman. Any other tips on ensuring the relationship?
Well, I shared this in one of the JCI events. You have to think of your partner as somebody having that invisible sign. I learned this through a seminar.
Invisible sign.
Sign that says, make me feel important. I think this applies to everyone. Your parents.
That's really nice.
Your parents,
Make me
your
feel
brother.
important.
There's always that invisible side, make me feel important. So in everything I do, I find, okay, how do I make her feel important?
Wow.
So
That's very powerful, Press Johnny.
yeah, I think you have to think less of yourself. You can't always think na, hey, I'm the one providing. Hindi, it has to be, may role naman din siya, di ba? So, you have to
I
keep,
feel it. Tinatamaan ako.
make them feel important, and by doing that, you imagine they have a love tank. You have to keep on depositing. So
Yeah.
if you
The love
bring
tank.
her, remember that lesson by Dr. Gary, this book, Love Languages.
Yeah.
I highly recommend that book. So very simple. You have a love tank. You have different love languages. So the mocha frap would be like a gift, a token. Made her feel important.
Right.
At night, she would complain of her back. So I had to go to YouTube, learn how to do the massage.
Wow.
Yeah. So touch, the language of touch. So
Language
she
of
felt
touch.
assured. If I go home, natatampo siya if I don't kiss. Diba? So I make sure you kiss her. So parang when you go home, you're excited to see her. You have that dog attitude.
And then even if you were having a bad day
Yes,
or what, but
yeah.
you shift it, no?
Yeah.
You
That's true. And to Alma, her biggest love language would be quality time.
quality time.
So you have to set aside that. Quality time is not eating dinner
yeah.
and being that nice
Being there,
fancy
it's
restaurant.
not just that. Yeah, okay.
If she sees me pick up my phone, JCI na naman yan.
May ganun na eh, no? There's that, na.
si Taddy Tan ba yan? Taddy was my president
Press Taddy.
before. Eh. So what I would do, hide cell phone. So in the house with the kids, no cell phone when we're
So
eating.
focus.
Yeah, focus. So, but if I need to answer something or check, I just go to the restroom. Sabay na while you're...
To be
So-
more efficient, no?
So things like that, quality
Yeah.
time. So you deposit it to her love tank.
But I
And-
think you mentioned about the love tank and the love languages.
Yes.
It's a secret to staying in love, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about the other love languages again?
Okay.
So there's touch and then
words of affirmation.
words of affirmation.
Especially women. Di ba tayo? Parang corny to say I love you, di ba? But you're
But
already
I say
expressing it,
But
di
I
ba?
say it all the time.
Perfect. I'm very hesitant to say that.
Really?
So I would rather send emoticons, with a heart.
So words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. Kasi, when you're working, you're spending 8-10 hours outside your house. So you need to, when you affirm them, okay, it's not only I love you, but thanking them, showing appreciation to what they're doing. Hey, thanks for keeping the house. Thanks for folding my clothes. I'm so makalat. You know,
Yeah.
those little things.
Showing that you're
Papansinin
grateful
mo.
for
Yes.
the things,
yes.
no?
That,
For
that,
everything,
That
yeah.
adds to words of affirmation. Fills up their love that they feel important. Because you're thanking them. Those little things,
Yeah.
diba?
sometimes we tend to take that for granted.
Yes.
No?
Normally, Alma doesn't wear shorts. One time she wore shorts. I said, wow, you look nice in shorts. Next thing I knew, she bought shorts in Shopee and Lazada. She always wearing shorts.
That was the key.
Yes. Those I didn't realize yung mga little things pala na gano'n.
Yeah.
And then before I was calling her Alma kasi siya, Ma, gano'n.
Yeah.
And then I learned in another seminar, I keep attending this training. This is just another tip to all the boyfriends and husbands there. So in one seminar, I learned that even calling names is important. So
Calling names.
when I was calling her Ma, it sounded like mother or Ma, ganon.
Okay.
I switched to how I called her before, to baby.
Baby.
Oh, baby. Kamusta ka na?
Oh.
When I switched that, parang there was a glow. No, there was a glow and she was always fixing herself.
Wasn't she surprised that you suddenly shifted to...
No, she knew. We were in the same seminar.
Okay. So it was in the seminar.
In the same seminar, so alam niya. And then siya naman.
And then it's stuck na.
She switched to she
How
called me.
yeah.
She's calling me Tommy because I had a big stomach. But it's just words of endearment. So ako naman, I felt, she's calling me when we were boyfriends. So it makes me feel young also instead of daddy or ano.
How far back yun when you...
We were still girlfriend, boyfriend.
And then
Just,
when you
I
shifted to
when we
calling
had
her
kids,
that again.
Kids, Ma na tawag ko eh.
Yeah.
Diba?
But how many years apart yung ano na yun? I'm just curious.
Oh, matagal. Kasi 2001, 2004, 2000. Siguro 5 years.
Oh,
I went
years.
back to baby.
You went back.
Yeah.
But
Until now.
You became consistent.
I became
calling,
yeah.
calling her that.
Sometimes Alma, but
yeah.
But switch to baby.
It's a fun thing. Fun story. But what else? So you said words of affirmation. How many are there?
Gifts.
Gifts, yeah.
Physical touch.
About gifts, no, Press Johnny, parang do you have to have spontaneous gifts? Do you
No
do
naman,
that?
just simple pasalubongs or
Okay.
JCI events, di ba ang dami events. So if it's a party or something, I always ask, may pan-take out ba dyan?
Alright,
And Alma
okay.
likes noodles. Pag may noodles pa-take out naman, I would ask the way. Tuwan-tuwa si Alma doon kasi may food siya. Di ba? It's little things. Doesn't have
Little
to,
things, big things.
Just a little thing. Parang they just... I think her feeling was, late ka but, may dala ka.
You were thinking about her. Like what you
parang
mentioned
when you come
kanina.
from abroad, you have a pasalubong.
Oh, yeah.
I think same concept.
Same concept.
Same concept. You went to a place, okay,
It doesn't have to be a trip or anything.
What can I get? Kasi minsan it's late, di ba? So, sarado na. Sarado na si Starbucks. So, things like that.
So was it words of affirmation, gifts, touch,
Quality time. And service.
and service?
Yeah. I had to learn cooking because she likes to eat.
Yeah.
So, over time, whatever she likes in a restaurant, I'd go to YouTube and cook it.
Wow.
And I got so passionate that I
Talaga
had to get the taste.
Ano,
So, yun, she likes that. And then, actually, the reverse was true. Every weekend, I'm so tired of driving.
Right.
She would drive for me. So, ako, wow. I felt so important. She says, I'll drive for you. Para, okay. She does that. When I kept putting importance on her, she started responding positively. So, I believe, in Star Wars movie, Yoda said, change begins with us, diba?
Change begins
So,
with
no
us.
matter how tampo you have to your partner, always look inside. Baka there's something you need to change. So I started changing, and she responded. So when I kept doing this, she responded in
And
a
then
positive
it becomes
way.
a back and forth.
Yes,
Parang
yeah.
you make each other
Remember
really feel
how
important
you were with
already.
Vicky and you were ligawan, di ba? It was all filling the love tank, di ba? Good morning, I
Yes.
miss you. Words
Yes.
of affirmation.
Yeah.
You buy gifts, take her out to date, quality time.
Still doing that.
All the things you did in ligawan, that's the love language. Except you have to do it consistently.
Yeah.
When
And I
you're
think-
married.
And I think that's why I asked about the honeymoon stage a while
Yes.
ago. Because at the honeymoon stage, it's ano talaga eh. The level of
Yeah.
activity or the level of giving is high, no?
That's
But
true.
I think there's more challenge when parang it becomes
I was thinking, what affected the honeymoon stage? Ba't nawala yun? The kids.
The kids.
Once the kids are there,
Oh, yeah.
they eat up all your energy.
They get everything na. They get everything.
With energy. So yun. So that's why, you go through stages.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Wow. We talked about JCI. You talked about JCI Manila a while
Yeah.
ago, no? And how it has really taken so much of your time. Can you tell us more about how JCI Manila naman contributed in shaping your life, Pres Johnny? Just a little segue.
Yeah. Well, this wasn't a planned project when I went home sometime 2009, if I'm not mistaken.
2009.
And there's a big flood. Sendong, remember Sendong? So
Right.
I'm from Iligan, and
Iligan.
so I saw the devastation, and immediately I felt all the concern from JCI Manila. Hey, what can we do to help?
Yeah.
People were sending, so I had to buy supplies. But I heard there was a community in the mountains that really lost all their homes. So JCI training was, go to the scene. So I had to go there. It's 1 hour away. You go through rough roads.
Right.
And I saw the community just told us. So I had to, with our JCI club, our organization, we pulled funds, we organized carpenters, and we built homes. So to make the long story short, we built around close to 100 homes.
Wow.
Even the world president went to that community. We put solar lights. Japan, Korea gave. Everyone gave. I was overwhelmed. But what really struck me was, I went back to the place 4 or 5 years after. When I went back, most of the houses still had, kasi JCI, di ba? You had to put all those
the
tarps. So
markers
each house had a tarp. Friends of JCI Manila ata. Something like that. Basta something JCI. And I noticed it was still there. So I asked one over there, sabi ko, Bay, bakit nandyan pa yung yung tarp?
Yes, yeah.
Sabi niya, sir, we can never forget JCI.
Wow.
We will be forever, in Bisaya, we will be forever grateful to you. He said that, it struck me now, wow. Then I realized,
amazing. Yeah.
well, I didn't realize we made so much impact. Kasi akala ko, build house. But, yun pala yung service to humanity is the greatest. Parang, that really struck me na, parang, there's so many people that needs our help.
Yeah.
And that really shaped me.
That kind of genuine lasting impact.
Yeah.
Is
That one really.
And how that changes your perspective and your paradigm about things.
Exactly.
JCI Manila.
So that probably summarized what I learned in JCI.
That's very powerful, Press Johnny. And,
Yeah.
And now I know how that really fuels your your passion for the chapter and the organization.
I know. Yeah. I want to share all these things to all the members.
Yeah.
I hope we build a stronger community around us.
And as long as you're here,
Yes.
with us, never getting tired of sharing and teaching us.
Can't say no
I really
to JCI.
think of you very highly as one of my coaches in life,
you,
actually, not just in JCI Manila. But okay, thank you for that. But let's go naman to I want to ask, what's your advice to our single friends out there, members and who are single, and
okay.
about love and relationship, and maybe
To singles, what I learned, this is not from me, I learned this. Don't focus on finding the best person for you. But I learned this in church. But be the best person that God wants you to be, and you will attract the best person that God wants you to have.
right on.
But I think that's a very powerful principle. Kasi if we focus on looking outside, we'll probably end up disappointed. But just be the best person that God wants you to be. He'll take care of it. He'll find you a partner.
Wow. I want to interject my story, but that's really true.
Can you give an advice to the married couples?
Yes.
Because we made a lot of mistakes, so I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes. So these are the lessons I learned from making mistakes. Number one, JCI does a lot of trainings. Diba?
Right. Yeah.
We do a lot of trainings. You were in training, I was in training. Kung anong objective ng training, should be the same objective for couples. You want to be a strong husband, you want to be a strong couple, you have to train. It's the best thing that will protect you. It's to protect you from the storm.
So that you can withstand the storm.
Yeah. Trainings can be, listening to YouTube videos on, love gurus like Dr. Gary. Keep forgetting his name. Love language. Look him up. And so many great articles, or attend seminars. Every year we made a commitment with Alma to join this couples retreat.
Oh, okay.
So we joined that. It's a time off, go out of town, do activity. It's the same lessons every year, but the lessons impact us differently.
Yeah, I'm sure. It depends on the timing probably and the
Yeah.
situation, but the fundamentals are the same.
True. If there was like a NatCon,
Yeah.
this is like a couples con.
Yeah.
Couples conference, you have activities, you learn from each other. There are invited speakers, exactly like a NatCon, except it's for couples to learn. So train. Number 2, this one very important. For you to be joyful, you have to lower your expectations.
Okay.
It's not like, oh, my partner should be like this.
Oh,
She
no.
should be like this. Never compare
I'm
them.
so guilty.
lower your expectation, but increase your appreciation. And you will see the effect. Okay? You will see the effect. Keep lowering your expectation. Look for little things that you want to appreciate. Focus on that. Okay? Don't say, ba't hindi mo to ginawa? Or put that in your mind. Don't entertain those thoughts. Just look for little things. Parang nagliligawan kayo, di ba? You look for little things. Oh, you look so nice today. Oh, I like the way you comb your hair. You make pansin the little thing. You should do that in a relationship. And then,
That's very powerful. Yeah.
I think when times are tough, this one I read this in the 7 Habits. Somewhere there,
Stephen Covey, yeah.
Stephen Covey, he said, love is never a feeling. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a verb. And true enough, I had to research that. Oh nga, no, love is a verb. It's not a feeling.
It's not a feeling.
It's Hollywood that tells us it's a feeling.
It's a feeling, yeah.
I mean,
With
all those regal
movies.
films I watch with Sharon Cuneta and they tell you it's a feeling. Pag wala na yung feeling, wala na. But they always tell you, no, you should love yourself. Actually, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. When you love a person, you have to initiate, you have to serve, you have to commit. Yeah. Remember, it's unconditional. And you have to sacrifice, right, knowing in the end, it will turn out to be okay. Okay, you have to keep forgiving. You have to keep doing these things. But never base it on a feeling. Kasi you could be wrong. And it's never based on a feeling. I think the best example is going to the gym. You're exercising, di ba? Go to the gym. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, I don't want to bike, di ba? Ang sarap matulog, di ba? Bike. But you pick up the bike, you go out. Why? Because you know after 3-6 months, you'll be leaner, you'll be healthier. So you have to keep the overall objective in mind. Why you're in that marriage.
Having the end in mind.
Having the end in mind. 7
and
habits.
Being proactive.
So, those are the things I learned from all the mistakes I made.
Super powerful thoughts, no? And
small lessons.
Yeah. Thank you very much again, Press Johnny, our love guru. It's always wonderful to see you, Press Johnny. I'm sure I and our audience learned a lot about love and relationship in time for Valentine's Day.
Thank you, Job. I actually, this is a refresher for me also. So thanks for inviting me.
All right. Thank you, Press Johnny. With that, we would like to thank our sponsors, Madcap and Contract Road Furniture, for our setup and studio production. Again, this is Job Esquivias. We would like to invite you next week for another episode of Tuesday Sessions. Keep on serving.
And you keep on loving. All right.
On behalf of JCI Philippines, Southern Tagalog Region, I would like to thank JCI Manila, headed by Pres Dodds, and my batchmate, Pres Richard, for bringing meaningful and impactful projects here in the province of Batangas. Talagang napakalaking bagay para sa mga kababayan namin dito sa Mabini, Batangas, yung mga dinala yung project gaya ng medical mission at pagbibigay ng libreng motorboats sa mga aming mangingisda dito. So muli, sana lagi kayong magmagsawa na tumulong sa mga Batanggenyo. Muli, maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat po sa JCI Manila at Embrace sa pagkakataon na binigyan kami ng partnership dito sa kanilang ginagawang community project dito sa Barangay Solo, Mabini, Batangas. Sa susunod po muli, ang inyong pong second CRG ay maghihintay para sa pagpapartner ng anumang adikahain na makakatulong po sa ating mga unahin. Maraming salamat po.
Hi, this is JCI Manila Commissioner for Special Projects William Namoco, and I would like to thank everyone who participated in today's event and project. Thank you to our partners and other sister chapters who are also here supporting our event. Maraming salamat po.